Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Country have been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. It's a classic game, and I'm happy that DK came back with the recent release of Donkey Kong Bonanza. In this video, I'm going to collect every achievement in Donkey Kong Country. I'm using Retro Achievements to make this possible. It's a website that brings achievement capabilities to older titles like Donkey Kong Country. Anyway, let's get into it. Starting off, we'll be working on finishing every level in Congo Jungle. Simultaneously, I'll get an achievement for collecting every Kong letter, as well as finishing every bonus level. At the same time, while playing through, I received the No Tricks Only Zingers achievement for not using any shortcut barrels in Barrel Cannon Canyon. And I also collected the Why Not Both achievement for re-entering a barrel in one of the bonus levels. If you can't find every bonus in Congo Jungle, I do have a video. I'll have it in the description below. I also collected the achievement for entering the Rambies bonus area for the first time. I finally got to the boss in Congo Jungle, which is very naughty, and I defeated the boss without getting damage, so I collected the achievement for that as well. At this point, I think I have about 9 achievements. There's a total of 72. While playing through, I also collected the achievement for collecting 99 bananas. So let's move on to World 2, which is Monkey Mines. In World 2, it's the same concept. You get an achievement for beating every level in the world, finding every bonus, and collecting every Kong letter. In Winky's Walkway, I entered the Espresso bonus level for the first time, so received an achievement there. Eventually, I have to collect over a set number of mini tokens in each Animal Buddy bonus area. In Minecart Carnage, I collected my 3rd Animal Buddy token for Ungard, which took me to the bonus level, and I collected the achievement for entering the bonus for the first time. Besides that, everything else was mostly quiet in World 2. I was surprised I didn't get an achievement just for surviving the nightmare-inducing level that is Stop and Go Station. I also got the Holy Frog achievement in Millstone Mayhem by finishing the level with Winky. My next task was to defeat Master Necky without getting damaged, which set me up with a nice achievement as well. And I finally finished Monkey Mines. If my math is right, we are up to about 17 achievements at this point. And we can finally move on to Vine Valley. In this world, same thing happens: defeat the world, collect all Kong letters, and find all the bonuses to get 3 achievements. While going through, I also collected the Temple Runner achievement for beating Temple Tempest with Espresso. I won't admit how long it took me to get the Not Missing Anything achievement, but at some point, I got it. That achievement requires for you to find all the bonus levels in Orangutan Gang in one session, and it was miserable, but we got it. Anyway, I backtracked to Vulture Culture to get the Someone Wants Some Turkey achievement. To get this one, you'll have to jump on at least 12 Neckies in Vulture Culture in one go. I also unlocked the Fall Prevention achievement in Treetop Town before defeating the boss without damage to finish off World 3. Before we move on to Gorilla Glacier, we have to break the Queen Bee's neck by hitting her with the barrel, and then we can move on. But in Gorilla Glacier, we have Snow Barrel Blast. The first achievement here was using the shortcut barrel to bypass a lot of the technical barrels, so we collected the There Are No Accidents achievement, as well as the letter G. So we finished up the level, and we're moving on to Slip Slide Ride. Here we also collected the letter G, finished up the level, Same with Ice Age Alley and Croctopus Chase. We finish up Torchlight Trouble. We'll make a pit stop to Candies, save the game, and collect the achievement for beating half of the game so far. And we get that I Can See the End achievement. And finishing up, we get our achievement for finishing all the bonus levels. I went back to complete the technical part of Gorilla Glacier's Snow Barrel Blast. It's a timed achievement, so if you could finish it up within a certain amount of time, a blue balloon will be sitting there and you could collect the A Very Fast Blast achievement. Then finally, we'll kick Really Naughty's butt, collect the achievement for finishing all the levels, so we get monkeys on ice, as well as the achievement for defeating this beaver without taking any damage. So we're moving on to World 5, which is Creme Croc Industries. In this world, first level, Oil Drum Alley has a secret. There's a bonus level within a bonus level. You have to collect the single banana to find this bonus level. Your reward will be a barrel, and you'll break through the wall to continue on to get the second bonus. And in here, you spell out Donkey Kong Country, and respectively collect a red, green, and blue balloon. And by doing so, we collect the achievement, move the bonus, and by doing so, we collect the achievement, move the bonus to the bonus. Then we'll continue our journey, finish off collecting the letters, and finishing the level. And our next challenge is Poison Pond. One of the achievements to get here is to complete the level with Unguard, specifically the first one you can find in the level. So we're gonna work our way through the level little by little. We'll take our time, there's no rush, just because I don't want to get caught at the end of the level and lose our animal buddy. But as long as you take your time, you know, it's okay if you get damaged and he swims around, because if you could bounce off some walls, you could get him back. But we'll make our way through. Unfortunately, I forgot the letter K, so we will have to come back to this level. But regardless, we got the achievement, Poisonous and Pointy, and hopefully we never have to do that again. So I got the achievement for collecting or finding all the bonuses, but I have to go to Poison Pond 2 to get the achievement for collecting all the Kong letters. And we move on to the boss, Dumb Drum. We defeated him. Unfortunately, we defeated him with no damage. We completed the world, so we're ready to move on. Now World 6, in Tanked Up Trouble, I had to clutch it up to collect the letter G, since I missed it in the first place, but we got it, and we can move on to the next level. And then moving on to Manic Mincers. We failed at the bonus, but that doesn't matter, because as long as you get into the bonus, it counts, and we finished the level. Misty Mines has a cool bonus area that allows you to collect all the Kong letters. It's a nice change, and at the end you get Espresso, but we work our way through the level. Take out all these beavers, and if you take them all out without touching the ground, you get the Jump Monkey achievement. And we finish up the level with all of our letters, all of our bonuses, and we continue. And then in Loopy Lights, we continue the level as usual. There's nothing out of the ordinary here. Get the Kong letters, finish the bonus, and move on to the next. in Platform Perils, we finally get the achievement for collecting all the Kong letters in the world. Here was my attempt to get 850 mini tokens in Winky's bonus room. Unfortunately, I was just short, but we'll try again later. I did have to go back to Platform Perils to collect the final bonus, but we got the achievement there. Moving on to finish up World 6, I defeated Master Necky Sr., so I got the achievement for beating the world. However, I didn't beat him without getting damaged, so I had to redo it, but at the end we got Master Necky Sr. Retired achievement. So we can move on to the final level, which is the boss. Before we move on to defeat King K. Rool, we'll go and save, get the achievement for progression, and at the same time we'll save the game, and we'll move on to defeating King K. Rool. It might be nostalgia, but this is probably one of my favorite boss fights in the history of video games. The music, the ambience, the arena that you're fighting on with the rocking ship, having DK Island in the background. It's a fantastic experience, and it was a thrill to experience it as a kid. Growing up, I didn't think graphics would ever get any better than this. But here we are in 2026, and video game graphics are almost surreal. But I'll play through, finish up this boss battle, and then we'll clean up the rest of the achievements afterwards. After defeating King K. Rool, we have to go back to Jungle Hijinks to check up on our banana horde, and we're restocked. We got everything back, so we also collected the banana horde checkup achievement. Continuing on, there's a few things I missed. We have to collect all the red and I think green balloons in Jungle Hijinks, so I went back into DK's house, collected the red balloon there, and then we're going to follow along on the treetops to collect a few more balloons. We'll get the green one too, and we're missing one. We have to get Rambi, bust through one of the walls, enter the bonus area, and we'll be able to get the red balloon in the bonus area to get the achievement. I could have done this at the beginning, but I did forget. There's a little secret here. If you have Rambi, you go up to the top of the cave in Jungle Hijinks. If you jump and then jump off of Rambi, you could collect 2 blue balloons and get the achievement for doing so. We'll go back to Candy, talk to her, save the game, and collect the achievement for completing the game 101%, and then move on to Barrel Cannon Canyon to beat this level using all the shortcuts. So 3 out of 4 of the barrels are up top. The last one is a little bit tricky. What you'll want to do is defeat this Kremling, then jump on the other one while avoiding the barrel up top, and you'll find the last barrel to get this achievement of always on top. Moving on, we go to Bouncy Bonanza. In order to collect the achievement in this level, what we have to do is beat the level without defeating any enemies. So what we're going to do is kind of take our time, sneak by. There's no rush. It did take me a few tries to get through this level without defeating any enemies, because one just pops up, you react, take them out, and the achievement's lost. We don't care about the Kong letters just because we've already collected them, and we beat the game 101%. But that's it. We have our Stealth in the Caves achievement for not defeating any bad guys in the level. So there's hidden paths in certain levels in World 2, just like in Stop and Go Station. If you go back through the door that you've entered, that's one. In the minecart level, if you just drop right below where the barrel is, you have a second one. And then in Millstone Mayhem, you have to break the ground, get the tire out, roll the tire across the gap, and maneuver your way back. Take the tire almost to the ledge, and then just jump with one of the Kongs to get into a secret barrel. We made a pit stop at Croctopus Chase to find this little secret entrance to collect another achievement. And then we moved on to Torchlight Trouble, and we had to finish the level up without activating the torchlight. So we'll work our way through. It's not that hard. You could still see plenty of features, plenty of details. So it's not a hard achievement to get. You just have to be a little bit more careful with the bad guys and the spikes. But otherwise, it's not too challenging of a level. But that's it. We have the Torchlight Trauma achievement, and we're ready to move on. Back to Oil Drum Alley. We have to complete the level with Rambi in order to collect the achievement. The achievement itself is the Blazing Saddles achievement. There's something about Rambi in a industrial factory that is just so satisfying. For whatever reason, he just fits so well with the level. But we'll work our way through, slowly taking our time. We don't want to lose him with the burning oil drums, but eventually we'll get to the end, finish up the level, and move on to the next. Okay, we have blazing saddles and we're ready to move on. We're going to take a trip back to Poison Pond. In here, I was hugging every single wall to see if I could find a hidden room that gives us the Swimming Rhino achievement by collecting the hidden Rhino token. And I also continued hugging walls to try to find this secret barrel, which is a little shortcut to make the level a little bit faster. So by doing so, we collected the Major Aquatic Skip achievement. Continuing on, we're going to Slip Slide Ride. Right in the beginning, we'll take out the Kremling that's bouncing around, go up to the top of the rope, and there's a hidden shortcut barrel just hidden in plain sight. And continuing to look for shortcuts, take out the beaver, jump on the vulture, jump on that hidden tire up there, and then jump from there to find a hidden barrel. And continuing our shortcut journey, we go to Trick Track Trek. We will just jump off this ledge here, go as far as we can, and find a hidden barrel that leads us to the end. Next, we'll collect the Classified Information achievement. We have to lure this Krusha here, slide down, hold the control pad to the left, and you'll keep bouncing off of him. And you have to jump on him, I think 12 times to get the achievement. And we're going to go back to Manic Mincers. I know I'm all over the place, but we have to finish the level with Rambi so that we can collect the Minced Mauler achievement. And then back in Platform Perils, one of the achievements is to beat the level within a certain amount of time. Luckily I managed that. So we got the Platforming and Rolling achievement. Now we're moving on to all the Animal Buddy bonus level achievements. The first one I finished is with Espresso. I prefer the Air achievement. You have to collect at least 800 tokens in this bonus level. We're going to move on to Rambi's bonus level. Here you have to collect at least 750 tokens. I just snagged the amount that's needed. And then we're going to move on to Engards. Just in the nick of time, I collected the double point bonus, and we got the achievement for Engards bonus level. I just managed to scrape by getting Winkies. I collected 851 tokens, and we needed 850, so I just got lucky. Another achievement, I had to look this one up, but it's the Ready for Animalistic Challenges achievement. I wish I knew this existed before I grinded collecting all the Animal Buddy tokens to get into the bonus area, but here it is. We collected it and we move on. Another one that I had to look up is to get into the sound test of the game. One of the achievements that you need is to go into sound test and play aquatic ambience for a while. So I did exactly that, let it play through, and got the achievement for just sit and relax. And finally, to 100% Donkey Kong Country through retro achievements. I had to beat the game in an hour and 15 minutes. So the next bit of playthrough is just a sped up version of my final run. I think I beat the game in just about 50 minutes, give or take. So I had some time to spare. I used all the shortcut barrels. I skipped all the bonuses. I didn't bother collecting any of the DK coins, but I worked my way through. Even with a couple of mistakes, I lost a few lives. But even with that, I was able to get the achievement pretty easily. So if anybody wants to stick around and watch the sped up version of my playthrough, please do. But other than that, this was 100% achievement collection in Donkey Kong Country. If anybody enjoys classic games, I do recommend you checking out retro achievements and figuring out how to link it so you can start collecting achievements too. But until then, we'll see you next time.